Davis once said, "This nation will remain the land of the free only so long as it is the home of the brave." Our military has always been here to fulfill its duty in protecting our country at any cost. The men and women of our military are nothing less than brave, selfless, and honorable. In the 238 years since our country's birth, our military has been nothing less than brave. They've seen things that are unimaginable to our country's citizens. They've seen innocence stripped from children like wings from an angel. They've seen death that swept through humans faster than a forest fire, and they've seen places that can only compare to hell. Our military has the capabilities to march onto a battlefield where people are getting tortured all around them and still manage to keep confident and unbreakable. But still, through their fears becoming their reality, they've never abandoned us. Our military is not only brave, but selfless. The men and women in our military have had pride in their duties, and because of their selflessness and love for their country, they expect nothing in return for our freedom. Our military has sacrificed their pride, their dignity, their own lives, and even their families. And through these sacrifices, they still expect nothing in return. No form of gratitude can ever repay our military for the opportunities and freedoms that they've given us. Our military has performed the greatest acts of sacrifices and love on our country's behalf. Lastly, our military is, above all, honorable. Now, more than ever, is the time to honor our military. The war in the Middle East is one of the most brutal and horrifying wars to date. The fact that these Americans have dedicated their lives to serve and fight for their country and not cowering away from the reality of it proves how honorable these men and women are. Many of our men and women have returned home with severe injuries, psychological damages. Some have not returned, and some never will. These soldiers have volunteered themselves to march onto uncharted territories only to see torture and pain. And yet they did it despite the uncertainties that have overwhelmed their minds. These are the reasons our military deserves our support and to be honored as the greatest and bravest in the world. In conclusion, these brave men and women have exceeded their own limits and sacrificed their own lives to ensure that their home remains the land of the free.